Hello, and welcome to this video on my thoughts and opinions of stuff that both Fortnite and PUBG can use that I feel that they need kind of as an improvement into their games. I got a bit of a list here because I kept thinking of more and more stuff, but let's get into the stuff that I feel that they both need. And first off, I would like them to have the ability to solo duos. I don't understand how you can solo a game of squads, but you can't solo a game of duos. It's odd to me. I wish I could solo a game of duos on both games. I'd like to have that, be a bit of a challenge and fun. Because soloing on squads is okay, but it's more of a challenge than it would be on a game of duos. So I'd like to play a game of duos solo. So I think the only reason why they wouldn't let you is because then you might find a game where there's nothing but 100 people soloing on a game of duos, which would be odd. But I doubt that. I doubt that would happen. What else would I think? Yes. In both games, they have controller layouts, different ones that I like parts of and hate parts of. I wish I could create my own kind of custom layout to it, because there's like in PUBG you have two layouts, and I like the second layout because it allows me, because I mainly play first person perspective, and I want to aim down the sights of my gun more than the reticle. So I like the aspects that I can hold trigger and do that instead of tapping trigger to do that, which is in controller layout A, which I find to be more usable in third person perspective. But the thing is also, you don't switch to your pistol with the Y button. You have to switch to it with hitting the up on the D-pad, which also controls where you switch it up to the melee weapon. I wish I could have. Kind of, that's like the smallest thing. It's like the only thing. And not to mention, I'm not sure if they added it in where it's like in both controller layouts, but I'll give it, let you people know, because this is a tip that I'm not sure where anybody has it at. But to cook a grenade, at least within controller layout B, I'm not sure if it's A, it might be, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I only use B right now. And that is when you hit right trigger to pull the pin on the grenade, you have to hit the left bumper. And you hear a click, and then it'll be 5 seconds before before that sucker explodes. Sorry, my nose is a bit stuffy today. I don't know if I'm coming down with cold or whatnot, but to cook a grenade, you gotta hold right trigger. When you pull the pin, like a second later, you gotta hit the left D-pad, and then you'll hear that, like I said, that click, and then you know that thing is cooking. Unless you hear that click, that thing ain't cooking. Once you hear that click, because sometimes I hit it and I hit the right trigger and I hit the left bumper and I didn't wait that second, so I didn't hear a click, so I have to hit it again. So you gotta wait like about a second, then hit that click. But yeah, I think I would like to have a controller layout, especially with Fortnite. Fortnite, the more so of which I would like to have it is because there's like the regular controller layout that they've had before they've added the new ones, and they have like the pro one, which I like because with the control layout that's the regular, you just gotta keep hitting Y to move down the range of shit. Whereas in the pro one, you hit like left bumper or right bumper, and you can change up, like instead of going just to the right, you can go back to the left, which is nice. But with that layout, they've changed up the way in which you construct shit, which I find annoying. Like I like the original construction layout of controls in the original controller layout, and the new one, it's just like it's too weird. I like to fuse the stuff I like on both parts, and that way I can actually have a really great layout of stuff. But let's get into stuff I think at least first that Fortnite needs. Now some of these we of course have in aspects of PUBG, but some of the stuff like they didn't really invent this really, but yeah, they didn't invent really much of any of this. But one thing that PUBG has that though you don't have in Fortnite is that the ability to see the full map when you're dead on a team-based game, if you're like with teammates on squads or duos. The fact that you can't see that full map, you're pretty much pointless. You're a pointless teammate almost, because you should try to help give callouts of looking over at team screens and stuff. But the cool thing in PUBG is that like you can give. You can be the backup person to let them know where the next circle is, and time frame of how long they can stay where they are before they have to really move and everything. You can see the full map. Like if it's far out there, it's like, okay, well the map, okay, let's see, you're here in the bottom left aspects of the map, but the circle's the top right, so you're gonna have to rush like a bitch, man. Come on. That way they have time to worry about, people they're fighting or looting and stuff. They don't have to prioritize the map. You can, and I think that's nice. But Fortnite doesn't have that, and I think Fortnite fucking should. The thing is, backpacks. With each additive of items left and right, people say, it gives you have to choose, you have to really choose, but they keep adding more and more and more and more and more, and it's becoming too much of a challenge to choose on what the fuck you want and need later on in the game. It's too much. That's why I like the backpack system in PUBG. Like, you can, your only thing really prioritizing is weapons. Like, which would be a good combination of these three weapons? Because you only have two mains, and your secondary, which is can be a pistol. Or, in the new one, you also have that sawed-off shotgun thing. It would be cool to see when it happens on Xbox, because that's what I'm only paying shit on. But backpack system with the Fortnite would be nice, because, my thought is, how they have their rarity system with, common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and epic. With each one, they can have, each backpack, and they have an extra slot. So, common has 1, uncommon has 2, rare 3, legendary 4, epic 5. But with the aspects of it, you can only find the common and uncommon out and about. You might get them in the chest, maybe. But you can only get the rare in a chest. You only have a chance to get it there. And the epic and legendary you can only find in boxes. Even they might not even appear, but that's the only place you really can find it is in a loot crate box that drops. So I think that's a good implementation of a system for them. Just keep more and more adding stuff in, dude. I think this is a smart idea, truthfully. I think that would be the best option for it. People say, well, no, because they're giving the choices. No, it's a choice. Like, yeah, but they're giving you too much shit to choose between. It's too much, dude. Seriously, for the little amount of space that you have, it is too much now to choose from. Seriously, and they keep adding more and more stuff in. It's gonna become overly encumbered of shit you're gonna choose from. And people are gonna see oh, he was right. They need a backpack system. And some of the people are thinking, well, they should have this little slot off to the side for your health and your potions shit. No. It's understandable why they're in your area of stuff with weapons and everything. I don't think they should change that up. I think they should just add a backpack system in where you have to go into your inventory and change stuff around. I think that would be smart. I'm not saying you add a space where you can just keep holding right and left pad and that'll get it. No, you have to go into your inventory system and move it around that way. That way it doesn't become too easy of a system to manipulate. No, you have to do that. Another thing. The thing is that Fortnite has that PUBG doesn't, and PUBG does that Fortnite hasn't. That I think they should fuse is the aspects of viewing players afterwards. For one, I would like in Fortnite there be kill cams there kind of is in PUBG, but PUBG didn't fit that. That shit's been in Call of Duty since day one and shit, But it'd be cool that way you can actually see what they did. That way you can tell if they were cheated or not, or whatever. Especially with the PC aspects, you can easily tell whether or not they were cheating. But also the thing that at least in Fortnite kind of cases, at least with solos, or if you actually your team dies, is that you can see what they're doing afterwards. I think would be also good in solos aspects of at least for PUBG. Once you die, you see what that player is doing afterwards. That way you can see if they're teaming or not, or if they were possibly cheating. Because there's some situations where it's I'm around other people, and I'm the only one being in this line of fire, and I don't see them fighting, and I don't want to sit here looking at my dead body wondering, okay, is these shots happening against one another or what? What's happening? I'd like to actually visually see what is happening with this player. I think that's I find that idiotic of you can't view the enemy on what they're doing afterwards. They kind of do. They kind of allow that somewhat in the aspects of they have a recording system that does it, but to instantly see it, I think is better. But granted, I just remember they do have that recording system, but I wonder how that's going to be Damn it, I can't speak. I can't say that word. I wonder how it's going to be brought into the console aspects. Is what I'm trying to say. The kill cam and this whole recording system. How are they going to bring that into the aspects of Xbox? Because it's kind of understandable with PC with their servers and everything, but I don't know about Xbox. That's why I'm trying to just state this whole viewing thing of you can watch them after you die. That's just my thoughts, though. But yeah, I think kill cams would be nice in Fortnite. But other stuff here, at least with Fortnite. Let's see. I hate how they have these new modes that they bring in. They have like this new mode that I like. It's Snipers and Revolver Zone, and I hate that they have the auto sniper because in that mode, what are you gonna choose? A bolt action or auto sniper, which you can lay down more rounds? It's like take the fucking auto sniper out. I find that stupid alone. But on past that, I hate how these modes are team based only. Like I understand the 50v51, and if they bring out this soccer mode, it looked like they might at some point. It'll be understandable of their teams, but I feel like the sniper shootout and that like explosive only ones would benefit more so if it was a solo mode than a squad mode. I find it idiotic how these modes are only like squad based, because I find, at least with me, and I'm sure others would have more fun in these games if there was a solo aspects to these games. You know, I hate that they're only squad based, and I feel like I'd have more fun in these if I could, like, because sometimes, you know, your friends aren't on, or you want to actually just solo this stuff, but you don't want to do it in a squad base, because, you know, you want to make sure when you shoot this person, they're dead. They're not being down. You don't have to worry about them being revived at some point. You don't have to worry about their teammates. Boom, they are dead. And I find that so annoying, Epic. Why the fuck are these always these team-based shit? Because like I said, I understand the 50v51 because it's 50 players versus 50. That's understandable why that's team-based. And if they ever bring out this soccer mode, it's understandable why that's a squad-based game. But I feel that the explosive only ones and this sniper shootout one would benefit more so, and people would play it more so if it was a solo mode version of it, at least, or if, you know, like you can like choose between, you know, solo, duos, or squads. You know, like this mode, you'd think they can like have it to where it's like you can select between the three, but no, it's like it's always a squad only kind of mode. They keep every new mode that they bring in is squad based only. It's so fucking annoying. It's stupid. It's hell. It's, seriously, I find it fucking idiotic. Oh, and not to mention with these new modes, every time you leave them, it goes to autofill. That's also an annoying thing. It's like sometimes, you know, you want a solo squad thing here, but with these new modes, every time you leave, if there's like 3 of you and you don't want to fill that 4th one, you always have to choose to stop, to choose no fill, because it'll always, like, once you're done with that game, go back to the lobby, it'll go to fill. It's so stupid as well. Epic, what the fuck? Yeah, and I thought the whole auto snipers in that mode was so stupid too, because, like I said, if you're gonna have a choice between an auto sniper and a bolt action in this mode where there's like those are the only really choices, you're gonna choose an auto sniper. These fucking, because seriously, I'm finding teams that are using nothing but auto snipers because they're little bitches. Seriously, because if you're gonna choose a weapon that has, you know, a single shot or you can put more shots down range with this auto sniper, which one you can choose? The auto sniper, because oh my god. So fucking idiotic. I found out it's so stupid. Now, not sure if this most recent update that came out today did this or not, but I hate this whole attachment kind of prioritization in PUBG. Because it's like I'm hitting A2 trying to put new attachments. I put attachments onto a weapon so quickly, and there's 2 weapons that can take either or these, like, can take multiple of these attachments, you know? And it's like I wanted to prioritize the first weapon, like I have at the top, with the attachments, then the secondary. Because there was like a game where it's like I took all these weapons off to try and get this gun, then I realized, you know what, I'm about to run out of time with the storm, let's just keep the weapon I got, and I have this sniper rifle I took off the guy's dead body. But I went to quickly throw the attachments on back to this weapon, but it didn't auto select the first weapon. It chose to put like a scope that I wanted to put on it onto the second weapon, onto the sniper, which got me fucking killed. Because it's like I was in this battle, and if I had the sights, I would have better, you know, sighted at this person who was like a bit of a distance at range. It's like, it got me fucking killed. There's a lot of things in this game, especially Twitch in the aspects gets me killed, but seriously, I want it to prioritize attachments to the first weapon, then the second weapon, if both these weapons can take some of these attachments, you know? Seriously. What else? Oh yeah, I hate how in that beginning island when it's spawning everybody in, it's pretty much getting everybody into the game. It's loading everybody in, you know, that like little small island with the weapons that you can try out and shit. I hate how it spawns some people invisibly. Cause like there's sometimes I just want to go off to this like lone spot, and just like relax, listen to some music, get myself into the game, not listen to 1,000 gunshots in my fucking right ear. But a lot of times, I just can't get to that spot quickly and just get myself in the zone, because like a lot of these people are just invisible. I mean, sometimes it's not even the fact that they're not spawned in yet. It's that I've like saw somebody appear out of nowhere running, like he was invisible for a bit, running, then he appeared on my screen. Like I don't understand how they can't give at least these people some bit of form. Like it's like how are they always again spawn people in so invisibly? Like I almost feel like they should kind of almost do it like the Fortnite aspect. It kind of gets everybody ready to be spawned in, and then spawn everybody in, boom. Granted, that system's kind of broken too, though. Fortnite, like I hate how it's like with their spawn system in team games, like you spawn away from your teammate. Like why don't you spawn the teammates together? That seems a bit more practical, and like with all their emotions, it'd be a bit more. I'd be a bit more engaged with my teammates and stuff, you know? I'd have a bit more fun before the game starts, you know? Whatever. Let's see what else. Thing that I hate about PUBG the most right now, at least the editing aspects, is I hate how the only way you can see the kills you get are from either bringing up the map, bringing up the inventory, or that end screen. Because on an editing, aspects, it's so annoying that I have to like look at this screen and just try and like I'm gonna put a picture here of me editing this video here. You'll see like different pictures and stuff. Like the first picture of like these little bit of timelines is the first image that comes up for that timeline. So I always have to wait and see. It's like, okay, is there gonna be a map at some point? Okay, here's a map. Do I get a kill? No, okay, let's move on. Or I do see a kill. It's like far off right, where there's only like the map that comes up is like, okay, so I got a kill between in the beginning of the timeline and the end of this timeline. And it's like I'm trying to do what I can to narrow down, but it's like if the kills always were displayed, I could easily edit these videos so much quicker. I find it such idiotic that you can't have the kills displayed constantly, because it's not in a bad place that really screws you over visually. It's at the top right corner where you also see constantly how many people are alive. So if they have the aspects of people always being alive up there, why can't I have the aspects of the kills I get always up there? It's so fucking idiotic. It screws me over on editing time, because it takes so much time to figure out where I got a kill, you know? Seriously, if I could have the kills displayed constantly on the top right, it would make editing videos from this game so much easier. Seriously. So much easier. So much easier. But granted, of all the shit I've stated about PUBG, the one thing I would hope for them to do, of course, with the console that is, at least, with also, I think, PC, is work on the issues. Because I've heard that at least there's still issues with connectivity and sometimes crashing and frame rates and stuff here and there on PC, but it's horrible on console right now. They really need to work on the console. I've yet to kind of had a crash in a few days though, which is nice, but granted I haven't played that much, so I've been editing. But they need to really work on the frame rate a bit. But mostly like the number one thing outside of crashes that they need to work on is the not the resolution. What is it? The rendering and loading shit in, because that shit gets you killed too. Like I'm trying to get into this house. Okay, let's get in the house. It's rendered, and I pass up a gun because it didn't load in for me. It's like I'm looking around and like shit's still loading in. Like the moment you hit the ground, shit should be loaded in 100%. So that's the only other thing that they really majorly need to work on issue-wise. I mean, there are other issues, like I said, the frame rate, the lag, heck, even the audio a bit sometimes. Like granted, it has been a while, but like sometimes the audio is like I'm hearing where the gunshots are coming from, but it's like it sounds like it's off to the left, but actually it's off to the right, or I'm hearing footsteps. Like, okay, he sounds like he's at the bottom other end of this house that I'm in, but he could be actually at the staircase right below me. It's like, seriously. But that's, like I said, it only happens a few times here and there, but it has led to me dying, which has pissed me off. But yeah, before they actually implement anything, I feel, on this game, they really need to work on the issues. I've hated how they added shit in, like the no feel on squads and the first person perspective, which I like playing on first person. Can't say that so quickly. I like playing on first person perspective only, because I find it to be a bit of more to my aspects. Like I could, it's better, you know, because you don't see so many people driving around trying to get road kills and shit, and it's like aiming like they can't take advantage of that looking around raw with the third person shit. It's nice. I like the aspects of first person perspective only. And they did actually implement something new that I think they need to work on a bit, and that is they added damage to vehicles that they take. I think they added the aspects of damage a bit too much. It's like the vehicles take a bit too much damage now. Granted, before I thought they did take a bit too much damage to be destroyed, but now I think they take too much. They can take so much damage so much easier here. I think they once they've find a nice middle ground, it'll be okay. But yeah, I think they take too much damage too easily now. Whereas before, granted, it takes a lot of damage to do anything to them. But hopefully they're soon finding a middle ground. Because I understand that, because people, like I said, in third person perspective, they're like, oh my god, so many people would do nothing but drive around, nothing at all. Because the vehicles would take so much damage, there's like little point in fucking shooting at them. Which I'm glad that they added the aspects of, you know, they take less damage before getting destroyed. That way, people are less likely to just do nothing but drive. I found that so fucking annoying. Really, earlier in this game, when there was only third person perspective, it was so annoying just seeing people doing nothing but drive around. Because they were taking advantage of the game. But now, it's less likely, but I still find like they take a bit too much damage. Like I said, once they find a nice middle ground, it'll be okay. Because they were starting off one end of the spectrum. I think they're over at the other end of the spectrum, and soon, hopefully, they'll find a nice middle. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on aspects of what I think PUBG and Fortnite could use to better themselves as games. But if you think of anything else that they could use, you know, in aspects, leave it in the comment section below. And I thank you for watching. I hope you're informed, possibly entertained, and I hope you have a rock-up sucking day. A peace.